I'm Clay Travis. Welcome into another edition of the Daily Mailbag. Question here. I'm a 7th grade teacher in Massachusetts. I'm tired of my coworker Coronabros freaking out about work. My school announced we're bringing our students back full-time in January. We're currently in a hybrid model, and teachers are having a fit. Our union president instructed us to bombard our superintendent with emails about how unsafe school already is. Those who choose not to email, myself, a few other sane teachers, were called out by the union president for not standing with them. How will I survive with these lunatics? Here's the question. Are you willing to speak out and say what is truthful, which is kids need to be in school in person? The data is clear. Kids need to be in school receiving in-person instruction. The data is also clear. Schools are not primary methods by which the virus is spreading. Our decision back in March to shut down schools in the first place is now pretty readily apparent the wrong one. Why did we make the decision to do that back in March? Because we were using the flu pandemic in 1918 as the template for what made sense to do in terms of closing down schools. The problem is the 1918 flu pandemic afflicted people of all different ages roughly evenly, including young people, okay? Young people are not under a great deal of danger at all from COVID. In fact, young people are more likely to die from the seasonal flu than they are from COVID. It is highly important for them to be in school. On top of that, they do not appear, based on all the studies, to be primary vectors of infection. That is, young people are not spreading the virus either. So, teachers working in school are under no more danger at all than people who are working in grocery stores or retail stores. In fact, many of them are under less danger. So as a teacher, I applaud you for standing up and looking at the facts and the data, and I would encourage you to speak out because I think there are a ton of teachers who agree. They don't want to be teaching remote. They know that young people, kids with special needs in particular, need to be in school and that the burden of schools being closed is being borne disproportionately by the people who can bear it the least, the poor, the disadvantaged, those who are already behind academically, and being shut out of school since March is going to make things fundamentally worse. If you care about equality and equal justice under the law and everybody having a chance to succeed, the people who need to be in school the most are the ones who aren't wealthy, whose parents can't afford to put them in private school, whose parents can't afford to hire tutors, whose parents may not even be able to stay at home all day because they have to go to work and they may not have Wi-Fi or computers at their houses. This is fundamentally a failure of American social policy. I applaud you for recognizing that kids need to be in school. I would encourage you to stand up and say it publicly because I think you would find there are a lot of teachers who are agreeing with you as well. In fact, today, Dr. Anthony Fauci finally came out and said kids need to be in school. It took him forever to say it, but I'm hopeful that finally the truth is starting to get out there. Kids need to be in school, and teachers need to be there instructing them in person. Appreciate all of you. Let's get all the kids back to school. I'm Clay Travis, and this has been the OutKick Mailbag.